Hey guys, BlocKoopa here. I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Wi-Fi match against spacepod399, my good friend. And, sorry about me having to use a camera. There's not really a good way to record DS games with, good quality like my, Let's Plays are in. But, I think it's decent enough. At least you can tell what there is. I'm going to be narrating, so you guys don't have to exactly read anything. So my finger's going to be in the way here just for a second. Alright. So this is going to be a rotation battle. I start out with Jellicent, Toxicroak, and Metagross. And he starts out with Scrafty, Reuniclus, and Hydreigon. I predicted a Crunch on my Ghost type, so I switched to my Toxicroak and used Drain Punch. And I take out Scrafty. I'm so glad I did that early on in the match. That is very convenient. And now he sends out his Lapras. So I switch to Jellicent so I can use Rain Dance, and he switches to Reuniclus to use, I'm gonna wait, and he's going to use Trick Room. I mean, I already knew, but I didn't want to get way too ahead of everything. Which is weird, because normally I can't catch up when I'm practicing narrating this. Anyway, so I switch, because I predicted the Shadow Ball. And, yeah, I predicted right. And so I use Substitute, and now I'm really low on health. But my Dry Skin, mixed with Rain Dance and Leftovers, heals off quite a bit. I'm still in yellow, though, so I'm not quite safe. He uses Psyshock, and wipes out my Substitute. And, so I use Bulk Up. So now my attack and defense are both raised. Although I'm still scared of a, Psyshock right here, so I do end up switching as soon as all the animating for healing clears out and finishes up. So I switch, and yeah, he does use Psyshock. Because of Trick Room now, his Pokemon are so much faster. So I use Meteor Mash. And Leftovers heal me a little bit. Not quite to full health, but pretty close. So he rotates over to Hydreigon, and I use Stealth Rock. This I didn't see coming, but he actually used Fire Blast, which I probably should have seen coming. I just kind of forgot that his Hydreigon knew Fire Blast. Although I survived pretty well, although he does burn. So that's not good. Then the rain stops, and I heal, and then I get burned a bit. You know, that's just kind of how it goes. And then the Twisted Dimensions return to normal, so Trick Room faded. And his Hydreigon is still faster, though, so he gets off another Fire Blast, expecting to use it on my Metagross, but he does kill my Toxicroak because Dry Skin made Fire Blast do that much more. I send out Llopbunny, and he uses Focus Blast. And actually did quite a bit more than I was hoping. I mean, at this point, when I'm recording it, I changed what item he's holding, but right now, he was holding a Lagging Tail, so I gave him a Lagging Tail by using Switcheroo. Then I used Scald. And that did not do very much. And he gets Dark Pulse, hoping to just, probably just kill off, Llopbunny, but, ended up killing, or not even killing, this guy. But now, because of Curse Body, he is disabled. By the way, Llopbunny being almost dead starts the very long time of this happening. Of this, red health music. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit. I just use recover, and I'm going to turn the volume up a bit, in case the camera can't really pick it up. Oh, wait. That wasn't right. Wrong side of the DS. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so I healed using leftovers, and I use Meteor Mash. And that doesn't quite kill him, so I'm kind of upset about that. Or I was, at least. And now, he is getting very low on health. Although leftovers just saved his life. And he switches over to Lapras so he can use Ice Shard to just kill me off really fast. But it does so little, they don't even die. I use Meteor Mash. It doesn't do too much on him. But, leftovers won't even matter. I mean, I knew that this was going to be his last turn anyway. And, yeah, Burn killed him. He did good, though. So I send out my Emolga. And he uses Ice Shard again. Doesn't kill me, though. So that's good. Now I use Electro Ball. And I use Acrobatics now. Strangely, that actually didn't kill him. He's like barely alive. And strangely enough, he didn't use Ice Shard again. He used Waterfall because he knew that it wouldn't have done over half damage. Although I barely survived. He used Ice Shard again because he just wants to finish me off. But I did not want that to happen, so I switched out to Jelly Sense and used Recover. So yeah, this is a 38-turn battle. So this is actually a pretty good battle. So he switches out, because he doesn't want that guy to die. He wants to use Ice Shard again. But he sacrificed this guy to do it. He sacrificed Reuniclus, and now I believe he's going to send out his team... Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Empoleon. Alright, so he uses that, so I decided to use Electro Ball. But will it do enough damage? Yes, it does, because I got a critical hit. I got a critical hit and knocked that thing out before it got even do one attack. So that's pretty good. I was honestly expecting... Okay, now he sends out his team mascot, his shiny Umbreon, which, he is icon on YouTube, actually, is his shiny Umbreon. And I'm honestly surprised that, Emolga actually survived this long, because he actually got, Empoleon knocked out pretty fast. So I send out my Gardevoir. And, don't want to use Gardevoir quite yet, because I expected, one of his two dark types to use a dark move. So I switch and use Scald, also hoping to, knock out, his, Lapras. He uses Payback, which actually did quite a bit. It didn't take me over half, though. Alright, so I switch out and I use Focus Blast. And that does not kill him. He's in kind of mid to low yellow health. He does Toxic. So I got poisoned, and then my Synchronized poisoned him. And then, redundantly enough, his Synchronize activates and poisons me back, but it didn't do anything, because I was already poisoned. So both of us are poisoned. And I'm expecting this guy to go down. I'm expecting Llopbunny to go down, so I just decide, okay, I'll use Thunderbolt. And he switches out to this guy, which barely did anything to, but he did get paralyzed, so I was like, oh, okay, at least he goes last now, although he went last because of Lagging Tail. But then, he actually couldn't move because of paralysis, so my Llopbunny lives to see another day. And I decide, okay, I'll go recover this guy while I can. And he uses Fire Blast, hoping to finish off Llopbunny, which he still has not done. Although, he did burn my Jellicent. So I healed a little bit, and then I got burned a little bit more. More than my leftovers healed me anyway. So I'm going down very slowly. I use Focus Blast because this guy is a Dark type, after all. And so, that did good, and it finished him off. I got healed a little bit, and then I got poisoned a little bit. So he switches off to, well, just automatically rotated to Lapras at least. I use Focus Blast, honestly expecting him to use Ice Shard, but he didn't for whatever reason. And so, I got to kill off his, Lapras. I used Focus Blast because, if he would have switched to Umbreon, then, any Psychic type attack wouldn't have done anything. Wouldn't have done anything. So I got poisoned a little bit, and now he's on one more Pokemon. Now, what I did was, right here, I decided I'd spare him, instead of using, Focus Blast and finishing off right now. I decided to spare him. He uses Wish, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, that's cool, he uses Wish, that's smart to do. He barely survived being poisoned. So this is right here, this move right here. I should have just used Thunderbolt, but I used Work Up to spare him, so he could just get Wish. So, it would be a little bit more fair. Then he uses Heal Bell, so now he's not poisoned anymore. That was a good thought. And then, he healed because of Wish. And so I use Baton Pass, just kind of to see if that would do anything, because I wasn't sure. So, that was kind of a waste, but I still lived. And, he avoided my Focus Blast, which really stinks, so he got to use Payback. Now, I really wish, because I noticed that he used Wish again, so I was like, oh no, he better not fully heal, I'm gonna stop that, but I missed. So then he, kills off Gardevoir, and gets full heal. Oh, well, maybe he doesn't kill Gardevoir using that, but, Poison killed it. Either way, it was dead anyway. Or fainted, or whatever. So it goes over to Jellicent. I decide I might as well, use one last move. I use Thunderbolt. Which doesn't do too much. It has quite a bit of, special defense. And he uses Payback, and that is the end of the, red music annoyance. And now we get to actually go back to regular music. And by this point, you would have forgotten how this music goes because of the whole red music thing going forever. Like 20 turns, or close to 30, mid to high 20s. And so, I recover, because I knew Payback plus Burn would have probably killed me. And so this is the part where it's like, he's actually doing good. I was worried that he would actually kill me. And so, I got Curse Body to work. So, now he can't use Payback anymore, which is really good. And, Payback is his only hurting move on his, Umbreon. I'm not sure if he changed it or anything. I got a critical hit right there. So he uses Wish, of course. So, I got burned a little bit, and what I do is I use Taunt. So his only hurting move is disabled, and then I make him use a hurting move. I bet most of you know what's going to happen. Some of you might not, though. So, I heal a little bit, and, so now I'm in yellow, which isn't good. So I use recover to heal, just to make sure he doesn't kill me. And, since he has no move left to use, he uses struggle. And this is the point where he can say, this is going to hurt me a lot more than it's going to hurt you, because the recoil on that is huge. It did a lot more damage to him than it did to me. So, yeah. He got hurt a lot. He's no longer disabled, but I use Rain Dance. I don't really know why. I think I just kind of did it to make Skull do a little bit more damage. And he uses Payback. So, that's not good. He can do Payback again. But, Curse Body activates again. Just what I was hoping for. I got really lucky on that. And, now he has to use Struggle again. Although his taunt wore off, so I have to use Taunt this turn, but, you know. Now he has to use Struggle again. What he tries to do is, he tried to use Wish again, but he can't do that because of Taunt. So I get healed a little bit. I think I use Recover this turn. So, this goes on. I got HP back because of Recover. He uses Struggle, does barely anything to me, and does like a quarter of his HP or something like that, like a fifth or quarter, whatever it is. Probably quarter, that sounds right. So I use Scald. Still doesn't do too much, but he uses Struggle again. And now, oh, he actually got a critical hit right there. So still didn't do much, and he barely survived. Although it wouldn't matter anyway. He would use Struggle, or I would just use Scald and finish him off. But he actually got really close. I let him win, and I really shouldn't have. I mean, I let him live, and I really shouldn't have. I got really worried during that I was actually going to lose, but I ended up pulling it off. So, beginning of the series of Wi-Fi battles with a victory. This has been BlocKoopa. And by no means, by the way, am I saying that he's bad at this. He has a really good team. And I battled him a couple of other times after that, and he did really good. He's beaten me, for sure. A few times. I wouldn't really say many, like... I don't know, we haven't really battled that many times, but I think you guys get the point. So anyway, that was my first Wi-Fi match for Pokemon. I hope you guys enjoy my Wi-Fi matches. I'll see you guys later.